What's up, taters? This is Tree from treeoflogic.com, and I have a reaction video to an event that occurred in my state, and I had no idea this happened. This occurred about a week and a half ago. It's called Congress, Cognac, and Cigars, and I had no idea this went down. Yeah, had I known this was going to occur, I would have drove an hour and a half all the way up to Atlanta where this was held, but because I wanted to basically film it because I knew it was going to be a hot mess. I keep telling you guys, and there's some of you who are new to my channel, you all think that I'm like on the side of, yeah, bring blacks over here to the Republican Party. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I am on the side of, no, let black people stay on the Democratic side where they like to be. I don't believe in wooing the black community over to the Republican side because you all know you're not going to cater to what they demand. One of them is reparations, and I knew that I see that was mentioned during this conference. You're not going to give them the special treatment that they are accustomed to on the Democratic side, okay? So I just don't understand the pandering, the act like you really care. Like, do you really want the mess that comes with this? If you really are desperate for a minority, which is not going to be a minority very soon in another 5 or 6 years, but if you need to cater to a group of ethnic people, the Latino Hispanics is where to go. There are more conservative than blacks. And I know you guys are keep saying to yourself, because it's that copium you be smoking on all the time, huffing copium. Blacks are socially conservative. No, they're not socially conservative. Have you seen how black folks dress? How is that conservative? Oh, you think because they go to church that makes them conservative? Oh, you're just so stupid. I swear. Anyway, I just want to react to this because it turns out just the way I thought it would be. And I just don't understand this obsession with a group of people that hate you, that comes with a bunch of problems. Hashtag not all. But I'm just saying, you all know I'm not telling a lie. You know that if you woo the black community, you're going to have a long list of demands that they want you to fulfill before they get your vote. Oh, God, I never liked it. I never liked it even when Trump, had I known, and by the way, I was one of the original people who voted for Trump. It was not about this identity politics like this. And then when he got into office, I was just so sickened by it. And it was like the pandering, and then Trump made this stupid, ugly golden shoe to pander to black people. Then he got people like Candace Owens, Joy Villa, I forgot the other chick that backstabbed him. I can never remember her name to save my life, and it's not a popular name. But anyway, she was a heavy Hillary supporter. If you know who I'm talking about, I can see her face is bright as day, but I can't remember her name. But if you know her name, let me know, and please write it out in the comment section. But it's like Trump is just, his love for black people has blinded him to the point where he just want it for bragging points. I need to tell you people something, and you know who I'm talking to when I say you people. The black vote did not get Trump elected in 2016. It was the white women vote. The white women, you know them? Okay? They were the reason why Trump won 2016. And all of a sudden, now we're pandering to a group of people who overwhelming majority, this only ethnic group that overwhelmingly majority vote for Democrats. And let's be honest, you really don't want their votes. You just want to brag like, oh, we got the blacks over here on the Republican side. But you don't want this type of element in your neighborhoods. You don't want this type of elements around your kids in the daggone schools. And you don't want this type of element in your workforce. But you want the vote. Only because you want to brag about it. Now, I know this is going to ruffle your feathers. I don't care. I'm not wrong about this. Okay, I don't understand the pandering and the begging and the pleading for people to accept you as a political party. The Republicans were never like this. But anyway, let's go to this event. Because the first thing, well, I don't know if that was the first thing that they were talking about, but it was one of the things that they talked about. And Byron did a very good job answering in reference to the reparation. Because if you are going to pander to the black community, you understand you're going to have to answer a reference to reparation. If you're not trying to give them reparations, why are you catering to them? I think, here's my thing, and I'm just going to play the video. Here's my thing, is that you shouldn't have to pander to any ethnic group. You should be the best to the point where you attract them by default, meaning that you are your best. At your best, you hold certain characteristics, certain standards that you hold for everybody, regardless of gender and race. And if I or them or anyone, regardless of their gender, regardless of their race, say, you know what? I like those principles. I like those characteristics. I like that. That I can identify with that political party, then they will enroll. But it's like you're saying, hey, we need some DEI over here on the Republican side too. Hey, let's talk about some things that we could probably give to you. Like black this, black that, blah, 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 blah. And this is the reason why I really hate identity politics, is because now I have been reduced from being an American who's voting to just a black vote. And that was never the case until Trump came over here and just said, oh, I'm going to pander to black folks. And then that's when he started to lose a lot of the white vote, because, and it's not like he was pandering to white people. It was just that he was saying the things that most whites agreed with in reference to stopping the anchor babies, building a wall, stopping chain migrations, on and on and on and on and on. Things that's going to make better schools for everyone, including schools in the inner city. I'm sorry to let you guys know, but now the inflation has gotten so bad, the economy has gotten so bad that there's white kids going to inner cities that are known to have a majority of black people in them. So you can't sit up here and say, oh, I want these, I want to have the black schools. Yeah, there's a good percentage of whites in these schools too. They have poor white people. I know it's a shock. Yes, I know. It's a shock to have poor white people now, okay? Yeah, get over it. It's always been poor white people. But anyway, I'm just going to play 2 clips so I could go nana and a boo boo. I'm right, because I love throwing this in you guys' face. So let's go ahead to the part where somebody brings up reparations. As always, here we go.
What is your position on reparations?
Thank you. Great question.
Oh, yeah. What you gonna do about reparations? Huh, Mr. Republican? What you gonna do about reparations? I want my money for slavery. Oh my God! I can't wait till this phase is over, because I know the next Republican president we have is not going to be pandering like this, and that's going to be old happy days for somebody like me.
Thank you. If we can all be quiet and let them answer. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll be direct. First of all, I'll be direct with you. I'll be. We don't want to hear the Jim Crow stuff.
They can't even shut up for him to answer. They so triggered. What about reparations? What about reparations? Did Biden give you guys reparations? I know Gavin Newsom been teasing you guys and dangling the whole thing about reparations. You still ain't got that check yet. You never will get it. Get over it. I don't understand how you guys are still stuck on the stick and carrot of reparations, which is only thought out there, which is only put in your face during election season. And every year you never get it, and you never will.
Listen, I'll be direct with you. I don't believe in reparations. I don't.
Well, then you don't believe in the black community.
You don't believe in the black community. You don't believe in reparations. You don't believe in the black community. This is what you guys want to spend your money on, trying to get all this type of vote for what? You don't need this is what I'm saying. And I know it hurt your feelings when I tell you this, but you don't need a black vote. You never needed a black vote. Again, the black vote did not get Trump elected in 2016, which most of y'all did not vote for him during that time. Oh, don't think I'm not going to forget that, okay? Let's not forget. Those of us who were hard-die Republicans, before you guys even thought about coming on this side, we voted for Trump in 2016. And guess what? I can say something that most of you can't say. I didn't vote for Obama. No, I did not. And this is what I'm talking about. This whole thing about we're going to basically get the culture war. We're going to win the culture war. No, you're not. No, just stop it. Stop it. When you act this thirsty for a group of people who hate you, who treat you like crap, you will never win the culture war. Ever. Ever. Stay mad.
I will tell you, brother in the hat with the glasses on, that's not true. What I will tell you is that there's a question if you're going to get into the full economics of reparations right now. Question number one, of all black people in the country, how many of them are actually descendants of slaves? Because you've had a lot of immigration over the last 100 years.
Not only that, though, but how many of them who are descendants of slaves can prove it? How many of them have actual paperwork to show that they are descendants of slaves that were sold, that were owned? Believe y'all ready for this? Less than 5%. Okay, less than 5% can prove that they are descendants of slaves. Why are we having this discussion? Why are we entertaining this? I would not even bother. I'm like, we don't support it in this question. You don't like it? Go back to the Democratic Party. Go back to the Democrat. Go back to the zombie known as Joe Biden, who said, if you don't vote for him, you ain't black. Go ahead. I just stop being so thirsty for these people. Oh my God.
America, of American slavery. There was slavery in the Caribbean. The one brother came up, he said that he's first generation, the brother in the Kango, because his parents came from Jamaica. My grandmother is from Jamaica, so my grandmother's Jamaican. I know exactly what you're talking about. My mother was born in the United States. I'm born in the United States. So this is a fundamental question. You a black man, I'm a black man. Am I eligible for reparations right now? I would say the answer is no, I'm not. Because my family is from Jamaica. My father's Panamanian. His grandparents were born in Panama. My father immigrated to the United States. So does that make me eligible? So you got to go through all of that. That's step one. Step number two, slavery under federal law was ended in 1865. The Jim Crow era ended, obviously, with the 64 Civil Rights Act, the 65 Voting Rights, etc. The fundamental question is, you've now had 3 generations of black people come up in the United States. As a black kid today, does he get reparations? Third question.
No. The answer is no. You hear them talk, yeah, they get them whipper with it. They get them whipper with it. No, they don't. None of y'all gonna get no reparations.
Well, hold on now. Third question. You got a lot of other people in the United States. Asians, are they responsible for the cost of the slave trade?
No.
No, because they're of Asian descent. People of Indian descent. People who are Hispanic in the United States. The largest growing population in the United States. And of course, the dominant population is still the white population. But even in that, it's not just Southern whites that were plantation owners from their grandfathers. So if you're going to talk about reparations today, what you're talking about is taking money from other Americans, which quite rightly, the pain and the toil that did happen in America through slavery, through Jim Crow, but now you're asking Americans today and in the future to pay that bill.
Hold up. Not only that, though, but there were blacks who also had slaves. Are we going to forget that? I don't understand this whole thing about only white people own slaves. By the way, less than 2%. I do believe it's less than 2%, and maybe it's 1%. I got to go check. If you want to know, I'll link my video about the Proud family where I do the research to let you know the percentage of people who own slaves. And I do believe it was less than 2%. Okay? So it was something that the privileged could only have. The middle class and the poor people, white and black, could not afford slavery. So are you going to make people who are descendant of poor whites pay for reparations? No, you're not. Also, like I said, like he said, because I did mention this in my video where I break down the whole thing about slavery. You know, you had a lot of Hispanics that were working. You had Japanese that were working on the railroads, on a lot of the crops. These people were indentured servants. Let's not forget a lot of the whites that were not considered whites, like the Irish, like the Scottish, like the Italians. These were people who were not considered white at the time. They didn't own slaves. And a lot of them, some of them were indentured servants. So like this whole thing about reparations is so stupid. And that's because it's out of ignorance. It's out of the fact that people don't understand history. And the fact is that you all want to just entertain this, knowing that if you don't say, if you don't lie, let's just be honest. If you don't lie about giving blacks reparations, they don't want to have nothing to do with you. So now what you going to say? Now what you going to do? God, this stuff makes me know. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I'm going to show you one more video. This came here. Look at how rowdy they are. Now, this is supposed to be a classy event. This is supposed to be a classy event where you're supposed to have some manners and you're supposed to be enjoying a nice cognac, which is not cheap, along with a cigar, which is also not cheap. And you just got ghetto-ness all in this area. Just take a look at this. Just take a look at this. This is how blacks in these inner cities treat Republicans. Why bother?
What I'm saying is,
Sir, hey, sir, we're gonna wait. Sir. Wait, you know what I'd like you to do? I'd like you to actually wait, and then if you have a microphone, we can all hear you. That's why I'm asking you to wait. Okay? We have a vote. You know what I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end this.
why are you supposed to concern about people that came in illegally getting amnesty? And when a black man can go on a run for 20 years, when they find him, he don't get no amnesty. So why are you concerned about anybody that came in?
Just emotions. Fatherless behavior. I just don't understand. I'll never understand it. And I will always clown you people for sitting here entertaining this. You just clap like seals when one black person says, I'm going to vote for Trump. Really? But I bet you if that same person says, I'm going to move next door to you, you will lose your mind. Give me a damn break. If you're going to cater to a group of people, like I said, cater to an ethnic group that, for one, don't want no handouts. They work really hard, and that is the Hispanic Latino group. You know, I'm just saying, like, oh my God, I don't understand. They're not asking for free this. They're not asking for free that. They're not asking for you to give them some extra privileges. They don't got a long list of demands before you get their votes, but black folks do. And for some reason, white people have this unhealthy obsession and I don't know what else you can call it, but just, I guess you could say guilt to cater to these demands knowing damn well you can't. All because you want to be able to be at the dinner table with your friends and family and say, well, we got 17 black voters registered as Republican. Yay. Like, is that all it takes? You just want to brag about this? I'm going to tell you right this, and I'm going to end this video. Because this right here sickens me. And those of you who have been watching my content since 2016, you know I hate this. Actually, no, 2017. Because we didn't start seeing Trump start to have special treatment and special things that he wanted for blacks versus other Americans. I thought Republicans before Trump got here, we were supposed to be Americans, not these ideologies. Not these identities, not the females for Trump, gays for Trump, blacks for Trump, Latinos for Trump, Hispanics for, it was never supposed to be like that. Like, why can't it be Americans for Trump? You know what I'm saying? And I really want Trump to win so he can serve his time and get out so we can stop the identity politics. And maybe under DeSantis, which I know, under DeSantis, we don't have to worry about this anymore. Anyway, I know I made some of you mad, but guess what? I didn't lie, did I? If you got something to say, go ahead and let me know in the comments section. If you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe or not. Don't matter to me. But give me a like, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Later, taters.